Hey everybody, it is your boy, Baseman Awakens, checking in with you for the latest video on the Baseman Awakens YouTube channel. I thank you for checking in with me today. Like I stated before, I'm back and I'm back to creating a lot of great content that I know that you'll find useful. And remember to like and share and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, today's topic, cryptocurrencies and wealth building. Yes, I said cryptocurrencies and wealth building. Now, personally, I've been investing in cryptocurrencies for almost a year and a half now. I got in right before the 2017 peaked and I rode it all the way down, and I've learned a lot of lessons about the cryptocurrency market and how it connects to basically what's been going on economically, not only in the US, but around the world. I'm going to break it down for you so you can better understand if you don't have an idea what cryptocurrencies are and how you could potentially position yourself to benefit. Again, this is not financial advice. These are just some of the lessons that Baseman has learned that I want to share with you. All right, let's get into it. So, why did I get into cryptocurrencies? I got into cryptocurrencies based on the knowledge and the awareness that I've gained over the last 6 years. Remember, base man, the lowest version of man, awakens through knowledge and awareness. And as I became more aware of what this economic system that we are truly under, which is basically a system of slavery. Yes, working a 9-to-5 job is slavery. If you haven't figured it out yet, that's what it is. And the 9-to-5 job is backed up by taxes, which is the other form of slavery. Put it together, you working a job that you hate, you giving 30, 40, maybe 50% of your earnings to the government, that makes sure that you are a slave. That means that you are here to maintain this system, aka the Matrix, which I've talked about in a few other videos. Make sure you check them out. All right, that's the foundation of our economic system. That economic system is getting ready to crumble, right? All right, regardless of what they tell you on CNN and Fox News, the economy is actually very stagnant. It means that there are not that many jobs, and the jobs that are out there pay crap, as we all know, right? And then on top of that, the buying power, aka how powerful the dollar is in your pocket, has been on the decline. I've talked about this in other videos using the Snicker bar analogy. When I was a kid coming up, $1 could buy 2 Snicker bars. Now, the Snicker bar is about a third smaller than it was when I was a kid. And on average, the Snicker bar costs between $1.25 to $1.50, depending where you live. The buying power of the US dollar is on a decline. Now, me understanding all this, I'm like, hey, I got to get into this cryptocurrency thing because I also understand the other part of the Matrix, which is what? The Matrix is made up and organized and planned way ahead of time, which means that the powers that be planned for the dollar to lose its buying power. The powers that be planned for America to lose its top economic position. Yes, I'm saying it. The U.S. top economic position is based on the power of our dollar because we force everybody else to use it. But guess what? Those other nations are getting tired of that. So putting all this together, the elites, they know that the US dollar is on the decline. They know that America's position in the world is also on the decline as well, and they plan for it. And how did they plan for it? By developing cryptocurrencies. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with cryptocurrencies, the first cryptocurrency that actually came on the scene was Bitcoin. And there's strong evidence that Bitcoin, which is the granddaddy of all cryptocurrencies, was developed by the US government, specifically the NSA. There's a white paper that was published, I believe, in the late 90s by the NSA, laying the foundation for blockchain technology, which is the foundation, i.e. what cryptocurrencies run off of. I'm not going to get any deeper than that, guys. If you want to know more, there are a ton of YouTube videos that can break down blockchain, Bitcoin, and all the other types of cryptocurrencies. I'm just explaining to you why I decided to get into it. All right, 2 parts, put it together. The first part, what the financial system is based off of, the buying power of the dollar, and how that's on decline. We got crappy jobs, we're getting taxed to death. That is the system of slavery, right? The US is positioned in the world. The dollar is getting ready to, people are getting tired of using the US dollar. That's the second part of it, right? Now shift into what Baseman is doing. Baseman, I personally believe that the elites have planned cryptocurrencies to replace the US, not only the US dollar, but the other currencies around the world. But I'm going to strictly talk about America. They have planned for cryptocurrencies to take over. They have planned to use cryptocurrencies because they want to make this system that we live under. I call it economic slavery. You can call it capitalism, which is not, or socialism, which is also not as well. You can call it whatever you want, but they want to implement the final stages of it. And what are the final stages? To be able to know exactly what you're doing at all times and to be able to tax every single transaction you engage in, whether you want the government to know it or not. They want to be able to tax everything that you do. And unfortunately, cryptocurrencies allow them to do those two things simultaneously. Now, we've been getting there. I know you're probably thinking, so, well, Baseman, well, they know what we're doing when we use our credit cards. True, or when we use PayPal or when we do all these other things. Yes, but we still have paper money. So with paper money, we can still buy things. We can still buy items and the government won't know about it. But when we finally shift over to cryptocurrencies, which I believe is coming within the next 2 to 5 years, all that's going to change. Now, guys, at this point, you're probably sounding like, yo, this is a pretty scary scenario that Baseman is setting up. And that's true to a certain extent. Remember, in every situation that happens where there's a major change coming, there's not only threats, but there are opportunities. And this is where I truly believe that cryptocurrencies, if you invest your money properly, and I believe that I have been investing my money properly, it's going to create an opportunity to actually build some wealth. Let me explain. Cryptocurrencies, let's say cryptocurrencies are still relatively new to the public at large. From the information I've read, less than 5% of individual Americans, we're not talking about businesses, but individual Americans own cryptocurrencies, which means that they're still relatively new, and that the people who choose to get in on the ground floor still have the ability to make a lot of money. Granted, cryptocurrencies are also still in the what's known as the Wild Wild West stage, right? Where anything can happen, where you can still make a lot of money, but you also still losing a lot of money, which that's where your own individual research, i.e. looking into cryptocurrencies, individual cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, XRP, understanding them, what their use cases, i.e. why they were created, and then you believing that they actually will be able to be used and they'll be around for the next 5, 10, or 15 years. That's all on you. That's all on me. That's on Baseman. I have to do the research, and I have been doing the research. And I feel very strongly that cryptocurrencies are going to be the future of money, period. Now, it's up to you to take the information I'm giving you, but I really felt it was important for me to do this video because I believe that the steps towards that change in our financial and also political system is coming. You see what's going on with the stock market. Yes, the stock market's at record highs, but guess what? When you get to record highs, that's when the record falls usually come. And our economy has been overdue for a recession for a while now. Every 8 to 10 years, the economy goes into a recession. We had our last recession about 10 years ago. And the economic indicators, not the stuff they're telling you on TV, but the stuff that Baseman researches independently, is saying that the recession is starting to come. The housing market is doing the downturn. These corporations and businesses are not generating as much jobs as they used to or a couple of years ago. And on top of that, taxes have been going straight up to the sky. I live in one of the most expensive states to live in. I live in the Northeast. I'm not going to say which state, but like the taxes keep going up every year. And now they're talking about bringing in new assessments, which is just another word for a tax. And these are all things that are letting me know that the recession is coming. Now, this is how Baseman sees the next 2 to 5 years playing out for cryptocurrencies, right? It is a volatile market, which means that it goes up and down. But if you have the nerves of steel, and I have the nerves of steel, to hold on through all that volatility, where some days it's up, other days it's down, I truly believe if you make the right choice in cryptocurrencies, they will pay off for you. Now, with that being said, guys, I'm going to keep the video short, but I really want to do this introductory primer to why I believe that cryptocurrencies have the ability to generate some level of wealth. Now, you're not going to be a millionaire, particularly if you're average Joe Schmo such as myself, but I do believe if you invest in the right coins, the coins that are going to be around for the next 10 to 15 years that have the proper use case, i.e. they were developed for a specific and useful reason, that you stand to benefit. Now, there's a perception out there that, I need to have a lot of money to invest in cryptocurrencies. That is not true. Again, depending on the cryptocurrencies you're looking into, you can get an individual token or coin for less than $1. For example, XRP. I'm not endorsing it. I'm using it as an example. Right now, it's selling for I think 42 or 41 cents a share. If you have $100, hey, that can get you around, a little more than 55 coins. And depending on what platform you use too, you can just set it up to do reoccurring purchases where every payday you buy $50 or $20 worth. And again, I'm not saying that cryptocurrencies are guaranteed to pay off. No, there's no guarantee. But what I'm saying is, based on Baseman's research, I truly believe that shift, that creation of a new financial system is coming. It's going to happen regardless if you're involved in cryptocurrencies or not. Let me say that again. The change is going to happen regardless if you are involved in cryptocurrencies or not. And because the elites want this, they want to be able to track everything we do and tax everything we do. And we might as well get in on that boat to benefit from that change that's coming regardless. The second part of this, which I'm really going to leave up to you, is not just if you're already invested in cryptocurrencies or you're thinking about investing in cryptocurrencies, have a plan for what you want to do with your money. Make some targets like, okay, if I make $10,000 off of this, how am I going to make this $10,000 work for me? If I make $5,000 off of this, how am I going to make this money work for me? That should be the other side of your plan if you choose to go into cryptocurrencies. Have that plan. Baseman has that plan. Baseman is getting into real estate. Baseman is getting into other type innovative ideas that I've been researching. Baseman wants to make his money work for him. And that is the way. That is the way you get out of this economic slavery system we are in. I know I've been going in. I know I sound controversial, but this is Baseman Awakens. And if you are listening to my content, that means that you are on the way to awakening yourself as well. And I support you 100%. Thank you for giving me your time. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Cryptos can help you build wealth. Enjoy your day.